Paycheck to paycheck. How many of y'all living paycheck to paycheck? I know at one time we all gonna be living paycheck to paycheck, but it's crazy if you working 5, 10, 15, 20 plus years, sometimes even 60, 70 years, and you still don't have no room to do nothing with your life, man. Having debt and having to work paycheck to paycheck is like being a slave, man. Modern day slavery. We need more freedom with our lives. How do we get this freedom? We need to start making a game plan. We need to learn how to manage our money better. We need to start keeping more of the money. If you got income, we all have income. You're basically a millionaire. You just got to learn how to game plan and get that million to stay where it's at. We spend so much money so fast before we can even, you know what I'm saying, see it. We ready to spend it. We go to the store and we just buy stuff. Buy stuff we don't even need. You need to slow down and focus on keeping more of your money. You are already a millionaire. Do you understand that? You a thousandaire. Something. You're not broke. You only broke because you broke-minded. You're not educated yet on how to get to where you need to be at. So let me just throw some tips out there. Figure out how much money you got coming in each and every month. I don't care where it's from your job, if you got child support, whatever. Calculate everything you got coming in, and then calculate all your bills, how much you got going out, and then see what's left over. You got $50 left over every month. That's not good. You need to be saving at least 25% of each and every check, and the rest of it going to take care of business. Not bull BSing, but taking care of business. Like paying off the debt so you can get your credit score up, paying off the credit cards. All that stuff needs to be taken care of. That's priority, because you need to keep your credit score up to par, because that's how people know they can trust you, and you get better deals on apartments, interest rates, anything like that, even though you shouldn't be financing too much stuff anyway, because it's like wasting money. So back to the game plan. You need to figure out how to cut back on all those expenses so you can start keeping more of your money. Be aware of what's going on, what's going out, what's coming in at all times, man. Just be aware what you want out of life. Set some goals. Once you start putting more money in a savings account, you set a goal of how much you want in your savings account. So mine is like, I don't want less than 10 grand in my saving and checking at all times. My checking, I'm a little bit lenient because I got to take care of business, but my goal is to keep 10 grand in both accounts at all times. I'm still working up to that, but I'm progressing towards it very fast, and I'm feeling good. So good thing is you have that goal in mind. That way you can be a little bit more disciplined on yourself. Like, no, I'm far from my goal. I got $50 and I'm supposed to have 2 grand in there, no less than that. That way, if some emergency happen, you are insured through yourself. You're like, okay, I'm covered. I remember I got 2 grand in the bank at least, boom, I'm straight. And you want to be aware, ask yourself this: if you was to lose your job today, how many months can you survive off of your savings account? Think about that. Most of the time, we don't even have enough to survive. So we got to start game planning that way too. Cut out expenses. If you got an unnecessary cable bill, you only want to watch one channel and you paying $100 a month, that's an unnecessary expense. If you can cut back on the extra stuff like cigarettes. Cigarettes sometimes are like $7 a pack. You buy like 4 packs a week. You know what I'm saying? That's too much money. 28 bucks or something like that. That's too much money to be going out. Start saving some of that. 28 bucks, a few times every a month. By the end of the month, you could have had one of those debts paid off. If you got a $60 debt in your account, by cutting back on the cigarettes, that covers one of those debts. And slowly you are chopping away at all that debt in your account, and now you got your credit score up enough to where you in the plus. You got your savings account up to where you less stressed, you comfortable, you can go take a vacation next summer. You ain't worried so much. So you got to start putting yourself first, paying yourself first. At least 25% out of each check go to savings account, and 75% can go to taking care of business. But business got to come first, people. You don't want to be working 60, 70 years and still working like you 19, 18, humping. You should be relaxing if you're still working, or you should be investing in something you love doing. Start a business that you love doing, that you enjoy, instead of working your entire life working for somebody else, and they are at the will to fire you at any moment. People are getting laid off left and right, and they hard workers, they very wise. They just don't invest in themselves enough to be independent enough to do what they want to do. So now they in the hands of other people and living paying for other people's dreams. That's what you do when you go out and overspend and buy stuff that you don't even need. You're making other people rich and not yourself. If you invest in yourself first, with the 25% minimum, you can grow. As you get better, you can start, getting more money saved up, and you get a lot of debt paid off, start increasing it, saving 50%, 60%, you know what I'm saying? But pay yourself first. Make yourself rich first. Get to your millions first, and then start helping other people get rich. You got to take care of you first, because the more you take care of you, the more you're going to be able to help others. If you never do for yourself, what good are you to anybody else? You know what I'm saying? So I just want less stressed people, more successful people, more happy people, more, successfully financed people, man. We can do it. I got a pack right here that I follow, man, through my life leadership company. Awesome information. It's about the offense, defense, and the playing field of personal finance. If you want to get your hands on a pack like this, just inbox me or come to one of my meetings and check out the information. It's awesome information. Life is all about getting the right information so you get the right results. No limits, no excuses. I ain't trying to make that too long, but hopefully it made sense and I wasn't rambling too much. But take some notes, rewind this video back, or whatever you got to do. But get on your feet, put yourself first, pay yourself first, and stop being a slave to these other people and making other people rich without taking care of yourself first. No limits, no excuses. Let's get it. Boss Land.